press play.
Oh, fancy meeting you here.
We
It's in the car on the way to the Metropolitan Opera.
We have 2 kids at home, so it seemed like this would be the very best non-distracted time. All you have to do is drive.
I like to just drive in the rain.
Don't kill us. For lack of a better term, the niceties go away. Like, I don't feel like I have to be like, no, that's a great idea. Oh, yeah, no, that's I don't have to pretend with you. I feel completely comfortable that I'm not gonna like crush your spirit or make you hate me if I'm like, I don't like that.
And I do feel very comfortable giving you like 1 to 2 notes per person.
That's it. That's the max.
I take all of your notes.
Then I turn into a dragon lady if I
take them upward. No, I only ever have 1 or 2 notes.
That's not true.
Yeah, I think it's probably true.
We bashed through the score the other day, and you had a lot more.
Oh well, if we're sitting down at the piano working on it, I have things to say about it. But like broadly, and like there's like usually just like 1 or 2 things that anybody's performance bothers me with, and I don't tell anybody else about the 1 or 2 things. That's weird.
You just say to everybody else, no notes.
No notes.
No
notes.
Perfect.
Scene opening.
Like also our physicality is much more comfortable together.
Clearly.
So that's like there's always
but some people are more physically comfortable in general.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like there's some singers that I've just immediately meshed with and it's like very comfortable and, you know. But even beyond that, I mean, you were a singer that I felt very comfortable with automatically when we were doing Lucia together before we were even falling in love and, you know, and I feel like that's
But
there are certain singers that I feel that with now, but it still doesn't it's not the same as like you and I have like a physical language together.
Right.
Okay, so we haven't started the production yet, but we have done some work together, some coachings together and stuff.
Yeah, we sang this role at Covent Garden together. In a breakfast room.
Have we discovered anything about each other?
No, because it's just a confirmation bias that I have already, which is that you're a fantastic singer, and it is further evidence to support my existing opinion of it. So I did discover that newly with this.
Well, I'm looking forward to seducing you. There's a level of seduction.
I mean, he's already
Salome, she's using you.
Yeah, but you don't have to seduce me. I'm already.
Yeah, you are already seduced.
From the beginning.
Yes, but she uses she uses that. She really uses it to her advantage.
That is.
So we've done lots of productions together, lots of different roles, and almost every single time that we've worked together, we've been lovers on stage. We've been Duke and Gilda. We've been Romeo and Juliet. We've been Lucia and Edgardo. We've been Violetta and Alfredo. And then like a year and a half or 2 years ago, we did your first Saint Jose, my first Michaela at Nashville Opera. I was in love with you, and you were like, no.
And this is the same situation, except the other way with Salome. Except, you know, more
so
tragic.
It'll be, a little bit of a worse end for you, I think, than for Michaela.
Yeah. I'm always the one who gets to die in these situations. Interesting.
Check your sources. I also get to die all the time. This is opera.
Spoiler alert, I did die at the end of that version of Carmen in Nashville, which was fun. It's always fun to get stabbed. I find it much more fun to get stabbed than to stab.
I think the best example...
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yes. And for me, that was really poignant because it kind of suddenly occurred to me as we were staging that for the first time. And also we were staging it. Director was a very dear friend of ours, James Mitchell. We were really taking the time to filter through our feelings. And it occurred to me as we were staging the tomb scene for the first time that likely one of us will watch the other die. That is the nature of being in a wonderful marriage. I mean, like, if there are illnesses or if there, like, one of us will be holding the hand of the other and going through the process of dealing with the idea of facing death
imminently.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that's what that scene is.
Yep.
Hopefully we won't be young people. It brought a different kind of layer to staging that scene in comparison to if I had debuted that role with a tenor that I was not married to. So yeah, like I've sung Romeo and Juliet with a few tenors since working with you, and it's a extremely emotionally difficult scene to do every single time, and it's very emotional, and I feel like I bring kind of just a more genuine feeling to it because we did that the first time together. Do you have any thoughts?
That scene's killed me every time that I've ever done it.
I'd say that I debuted the role of Juliet with him as Romeo, but it was not the same for you. You had already done it a couple of times before. You had done Romeo before.
Yeah.
There was an amazing moment for me when we were doing Lucia together for the first time. When we were falling in love, and we were like we were a month into falling in love with each other, and like I was with somebody else, and so it was like really a heartbreaking kind of falling in love situation where I was like, okay, I'm gonna hurt somebody here. But you know, when we were in character on stage, there was a moment that you ran in for our duet after Peñaba Nel Silencio.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that well done.
Thank you.
And you would like run in from the side of the stage, and my friend, or whatever her name is,
It's not
she goes,
Alice.
Alice. Yeah, it's Alice. Very good. So she says, yes, and you come running in, and oh man, when I was falling in love with you, you'd run in, and I was just like, ah, there he is. It's great. I was like genuinely, it was like, okay, I didn't have to act. I was like so excited that you were here. Make myself blush.
I didn't have to act. It was delightful.
And then we had a big kiss at the beginning of that scene.
You betcha.
That's the one that
I picked you up and twirled you out. I'm gonna say my favorite, I don't know what to say favorite, but a very memorable rehearsal moment was when we get to go work on Traviata with Macasaurus in Philadelphia. It was fun. It was fun to do. It was fun because then we had to have a shared reference to him.
Yes.
To talk about, and you could understand.
Yeah, because before that you were always like, oh, Macasaurus would say. Blah, blah,
you
blah,
could
blah,
understand
blah.
who is present
Tenor!
in my head whenever I'm thinking about anything in the opera. He's a very come scritto kind of guy, which means as written, like everything has to like just be what's written in the score exactly when you're singing it, except for the things that aren't, of course. But you did a whole section of Traviata, a few pages, and he stopped and he said, it's very cut, Katie. Don't you like the way that it's written?
I was like,
which is
I do, but really, can't we improve upon Verdi? I feel like we could always make it a little better.
That's what he said, and he didn't get it. He doesn't get jokes in that way. No, he's not a banterer in any way. He doesn't understand banter.
No, and that's our love.
That's why that's so funny. Like he says that sort of in a funny way, but genuinely, it's like a genuine question of this. Don't you like the way that it's written?
Yeah. And I would say, for the most part, no, because it's extremely cathartic, and it's very, it's always good to bring your real life emotions onto the stage. It's more genuine that way, but it's not usually the other way around. Though I have a story of one time that that something I was doing on stage really did affect me. I was singing the Simon McBurney production. I was singing Queen of the Night in the Magic Flute. It was a new production. We were doing it. I joined the production sort of last minute. This was in 2004 2014, I think. So I flew there real quick and staged everything with Simon like in a day, and then it was like dress rehearsal, and then I was on. And this is the production. If you guys don't know it from his name, this is the one where, um, as Queen of the Night, I am in a wheelchair. I'm confined to a wheelchair, and I'm like my costume and my makeup look, and wig, everything. I'm an old woman. So here I was in my 20s, just starting out my life, just starting out my grown up life, and just I started having these dreams at night that my whole life had passed and that I was an old woman. And I was like, started in my waking life, I started really starting, it made me examine my choices and my life and what I was doing and who I was with at that point. And um, I think it was the start of a major sort of self-awareness overhaul of what was going to be what I thought was going to be fulfilling to me and what was truly um, meaningful to me in my life. And so that was a big way that even though I don't really think that Queen of the Night really has brought me like a lot of emotional self-reflection, that particular production definitely affected me in my everyday life and in my subconscious life as well. You?
I mean, my story is just having I think uncommonly large number of showmances before we got together.
You said that you fell in love with like every soprano that you ever worked with.
Yes, many of them, many unrequited, but like, yes. So I was used to it, or you were, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glad you came around.
I'm glad you hadn't sworn off Sopranos. Some people do.
Uh-huh.
Some people swear off tenors.
I'm glad you didn't have that opportunity before me.
I had never dated a singer.
Right.
I had never been with a singer. I've been with a couple musicians, although my longest relationship that I was ever in, my most serious relationship before you, was he was an artist. He wasn't a musician. After the show, I like to eat. I also like to have a cocktail.
Depends.
But I need to eat because I don't eat before I sleep.
Yes, I sometimes eat before the show. Like it depends on the nature.
Well, you have to.
It depends on the nature of the show.
6'6" and burn a lot of calories.
It depends on the nature of the show. In Bohème, even if I do eat something, I frequently get lightheaded by the end of Act 1. And it's like there's
That's
a lot
a
of
huge job for you in that show.
there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of fooling around and exercise and stuff, and then there's a big IC, and it's like you gotta have some energy for it, and you're burning some calories. So when I'm in different places, I kind of like try to find a reliable, consistent thing to eat before the show. Sometimes it's a Jimmy John sandwich. Sometimes it's
like the balance,
something nicer. It's a nice
protein, carbs.
There's a nice place in Texas called Flower Child, which was a nice sort of fast casual, healthy eating options place to go.
Hey, you were seeing butterfly out there. Yeah. Pre-show rituals, though, I have to say that neither of us really can have any pre-show rituals because we've got kids. So it's like we're giving the kids dinner and doing kid stuff.
Already answered.
But when we do sort of what I call our bash throughs, which is like we sort of bash through playing. Neither of us, I mean, I used to be a pianist, but I really let that go. So I don't have really great piano skills anymore. You never really studied piano, but you have a little bit of skill. And so we sort of just bash through a score together when we're working on it. And of course, Zach is, we're on our way to New York right now because Zach is covering Alfredo at the Met in La Traviata. My next job is I am flying to Nice, France, and singing a Violetta. So same opera, and so it was a perfect opportunity. We sort of bashed through the score together, and we have play of. I think you had more. You've done
Well,
tons of
what I'm doing
performances.
when I give you those notes is merely transmitting the notes
Mechators.
that I have in my mind from Mechasaurus. There's no like, there's no originality. I do not have my own. I mean, I have the like influence of his
Yeah.
concepts of what it should be. So I don't have any uh,
I think
unique
you
insight.
you generally give me more music and diction notes because so much of the time that we've done operas together, you have done the opera before, and it's usually a debut for me because I've spent so much of my career singing Queen of the Night.
Yeah.
And so oftentimes it's like that. And so you have a lot to say about the score. And then I feel like the majority of my notes for you are usually physicality based and acting based, dramatic.
I did. I didn't actually give. I said I never give anybody any notes, but I did give Raquel one note in Bohème. But it wasn't a note. I just told her that this is my favorite thing in the opera, and it really is. Right before your high note in Quando me Vo, Mozette's high note in Quando me Vo, Mimi has A that crescendos,
Mm-hmm.
and it should be one of the many immaculate Puccini handoff moments where it's like one person gives it to the other person, and it's like whoa,
Yeah.
and it's so good when it's like that. And he got it. Magator's got it like very nice like that when we did the DBA. But the conductor, it's the conductor's role. Like there's nothing that can be done by an individual singer. It's a collaboration issue.
So that's why you gave her the note.
I didn't give her a note. I just told her that that was
you
my
just said,
favorite thing
okay.
in the opera.
Got it.
And I don't know if I don't remember if she did it or
No,
not.
it's usually generally like frowned upon to give your colleagues notes, but sometimes you become really good friends and you end up talking about you end up talking shop.
Yes. And the other good thing to do for us as singers in the modern world is to find old live recordings, especially. But even extra bonus, there happens to exist an archival recording of Toscanini in rehearsal with the NBC Symphony Orchestra doing Bohème, and he conducted the premiere of Bohème, and so it's like super useful to hear him talking about what it should sound like. Now he's not talking to the singers.
It was fun to listen to.
I don't think that there's any recording of him working with the singers, which is unfortunate, but still really cool to listen.
You can hear him sing. It's funny.
Yeah.
And it says in parentheses here, you'd better say Cincinnati. Actually, I really enjoy our time in Cincinnati.
That's sure. It's fun, yeah.
It's a great place to be with the family. We're gonna have the kids again this time. I'm definitely super excited to come back to Cincinnati, and I am thrilled beyond words to perform Salome for the first time. I am really really grateful to Evans Barachus, who has been super supportive along my journey of learning Salome, and he has quickly become such a champion of our careers, and we just adore him and everybody at Cincinnati Opera. So we're super pumped about coming back. And okay, we got one last question here, which is, how does it feel returning to Cincinnati for this production of Salome? I feel like we already answered that. But yeah, so looking forward to seeing all of you at a performance of Salome coming up in June 18th and 20th. Yeah.